you okay? You've been acting weird lately. I just wanted to check in.
Yeah. Yeah, just graduating uni felt weird.
Yeah, I know. Everyone goes through that. I felt the same way. I mean, everyone does. But it just takes time. That's part of the deal.
Sanan, Samanum? Samanum. Feels like we're following a relationship that has growing distance, but there is a connection that occurs in the dreams that they have, which inevitably brings them closer together. What is not clear is why he's pulling away in the first place, but it feels like this could be an internal conflict, which could be the reasoning for the pull away. Especially, we see the beginning sequence, which is us physically seeing his dream. I thought it was interesting how they showcase the dream state. The colors obviously more muted. There's like a different exposure used to create like a look. And then you have this echoed VO. So it feels like we're hearing like these internal thoughts, and it really makes it really clear when we're in reality versus when we're in this dream state.
There's such a beautiful sensitivity to this film. The way that dreams can lead to these important conversations and reconnections with the people that we love and care with the most, sorting out what can be so ambiguous and confusing in our dreamscape can help us sort out the similarly complex feelings that we have in our conscious state. And I think that is what is displayed most acutely and poetically here through these stunning visuals. It's a beautiful reconnection.
I really enjoyed this film. I liked the kind of dream aspects, like the dream kind of sequences that were kind of woven in and intermixed with what was clearly kind of going on in reality. I also really liked that they showed so much like kind of dead time in the film where there was silence, or there's not dialogue or anything else going on. There's just kind of like sitting and staring. And I think that when you as a person are struggling with something internally and you're trying to work it out for yourself in your own head, that it can often kind of look like that, where you seem kind of lost in the clouds or lost in your own headspace. And I really liked that they added so much of that into the film. And it wasn't, it was, kind of more focused on one than the other, but that it was both of the characters that were kind of experiencing this. And then, the dream at the end, I think, was just such a beautiful idea that these two people that are struggling with the same kind of thing of, taking whatever their existing relationship is into a new space, and maybe struggling with how to do that, that it's such a romantic and beautiful idea that they had this kind of shared dream experience, and that was the kind of final push that they needed, the kind of final, well, maybe I won't get rejected, and kind of really just kind of go for this push that they needed. And I think that that's a really, really beautiful thing.
Somnium really dives into what walks into this mundane, potentially mundane relationship. You begin to wonder, because of the chemistry between these two characters, are a will they, won't they sort of situation. Are they at their end? Are things too boring? Is there something worth fighting for here? As you see the gentleman coming home from work and not wanting to watch a movie. It's 8 p.m. He's tired. He has to go to work. He's just sort of takes away an opportunity to build on to their relationship. So you can already tell there's sort of a strain within the relationship here. But as they enter dreamland together, yet separately, as we come to find, You see this intense metaphorical bond between the two. You see the shattered mirror. You see them slowly try to put the pieces together. So when the film ends and they find that they have had the same dream experience, it really connects them in a way that they haven't been able to bond before, which makes you begin to believe that there is actually a light at the end of the tunnel. I think that's what shows a good representation in this film is tunnels. Sometimes a lot of people use going through a tunnel as a way to disconnect from a certain energy that does not serve them. Or tunnels can also represent a light at the end of the tunnel. And I think this film does a really good job at separating the two, of building not only this disconnect in their relationship, but also this hopeful factor in the end of the film, that there is light at the end of the tunnel if you're willing to put the conversation and efforts into it.
I thought the short film was a fun and riveting experience. I enjoyed the darkened color scheme palette that creates this tension and suspense within the viewing experience. I thought the overall story was fun and creates a nice picture of the queer community about life and relationships. And it also touches on relationships, on what relationships are like in a general consensus.